Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to graph a linear equation. So here we got y equals 2x minus 3. The first thing we need to do is figure out the y values. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So first of all, you're going to go to the top right of the page and you're going to use this icon right here. Okay, so we're going to click on that. And then when you click there, you have to, okay, I'm sorry, I have to show you also this step right here. So this is where you would open it in a sidebar. So this is what option you want. Now, sometimes it doesn't show up, and that's because maybe your window is too small. So just want to make sure that when you do the homework, you want to maximize the window so that that option shows up. So when I open the calculator, it's right there. And you can, by the way, resize this on the bottom right. You can resize it. And then what we need is type this equation in Desmos. So you would type 2, but instead of x, you're going to type open close parentheses. So open parentheses is right here on the toolbar, close parentheses is right next to it, and then minus 3. So you are basically replacing x with whichever value of x you're trying to figure out, but you're going to put that in parentheses. So now inside the parentheses, first I'm going to put 0. Okay, it tells me that that's negative 3. So I'm going to type that here. Negative 1 is the next one. That's negative 5. And 2 is the last one. That's going to be 1. Okay, so then the ordered pair, how do we type that? So we open parentheses. And by the way, my open math tells you like enter a point, it says. And then if you click more, it'll show you what it expects you to type. So 0, comma, negative 3. Okay, that's the first pair. The second one is negative 1, negative 5. And finally, this one is 2, 1. Now, to graph, you just need 2 points. And this is a line. So here's what I'm going to do. I am just going to graph a random line. Okay. But then what I will do is move these 2 points wherever I want them to be. So for example, the first point is 0, negative 3, which means that you are not going right or left from the origin, but just going 3 to the down, 3 down. So it would be like 1, 2, 3. Okay, right here. Then again, I'm going to hover my mouse over this other point, and I could move it to, for example, 2, 1. So 2, 1 means if you start at the origin, you go 2 to the right and 1 up. So you have to hover over the point in order to, and then press your left mouse button in order to position it. Now, if you messed up, imagine that you just by accident drew another line and you do not want to start over. So what you could do is just grab this line. In other words, just position the mouse over one of those points, like the movable points, and you just drag it off the grid and it's going to disappear.